there's a little bit of construction in the background happening because these tree houses are in a period of renovation and other stuff. And Tori's coming.
We just woke up.
Yeah, we did. It's like 10.
And Taylor said she made coffee, so I think I made it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
We're just chatting here about what we're gonna do.
Just two friends catching up.
I think we're gonna go to an island today, or we're gonna take a boat to an island, or we're gonna go to this beach nearby called Bluffs Beach, right?
Right. We haven't been to either.
Do we have a consensus on what we want to do?
No, we need to talk to Taylor. She's our tour guide.
Yeah, she is our tour guide, and we only have like 2 more days here.
I already have since been.
We only have like 2 more days here, and then we're going to San Jose, and Tori and I are flying out. We're separating with Taylor, and yeah, I know. How are you feeling about that?
I feel fine. I mean, it's been a long trip. We extended it way longer than we thought.
Yeah, it's been
we
like
were
almost
going to.
it's been a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, and I'm gonna see you soon. So I'm happy.
I know.
But it's gonna be sad to leave the jungle for sure.
So I feel like we're gonna look back on these moments and be really nostalgic. But in this moment, I'm feeling like it feels right to be leaving in a few days, which works out actually because like a week ago when we extended it and we had 4 more days, it did not feel right. We were like, it does not feel right to leave.
That was way too soon.
Yeah. So now it just feels like
we live here now and we're going to travel somewhere else.
I'm flying back to Colorado. She's going back to Austin. And then you're going to the beach. And then you're coming to visit me in Colorado.
Yes. And I'm so excited about that. And to be in cold weather.
It has been so hot and no reprieve from it. Like there's no air conditioning in here and even a fan, to where I'm like, I want cold. Like I want an AC. I want to be in a like type of weather where I could like put a jacket on and bundle up. Do you really?
We were talking about Christmas time last night.
I know. We
like
were like
snowy weather.
we were just like so obsessed. We're like, yeah, like in Colorado, all the snow and just like in
okay, but this
we
is
like,
also so amazing and magical. Like
no, yeah,
the
this
weather,
is so
the heat of
magical.
it like makes you kind of
I
go to
love
days
the
like you're
heat.
high all the time.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. And I think like heat is amazing if you have an ocean right by.
Yeah.
So you can just go in the ocean and
just
like
been jumping in the ocean.
and that feels so good. And like my skin feels so good here.
A boy and a man in a backyard, working on a fastball, throwing hard, aiming high and a little bit outside. If it never gets dark, I'll never go inside. Number 45 from the mound takes the sign. Checks the runner on third, working down the line. Holds his breath and closes his eyes. If the game never ends, we'll never go inside. Never say goodbye to this moment. Never say goodnight. I never told him that I can't walk this road all on my own. Don't go inside, don't leave me alone. A boy and a dog in a backyard, watching satellites spin from the trunk of the old man's car. Takes a breath and closes his eyes. If I never shut the door, I'll never go inside. Never say goodbye to this moment. Never say goodnight. I never told him that I can't walk this road all on my own. Don't go
When you look at this orange,
Tell me now, what do you see?
it's just a
Stupid
boring
fucking orange.
orange. Maybe to you,
But not to me.
I see a silly face walking around, smiling at me. I don't see what you mean.
Maybe to you.
There's always trying to go back to that. We need to pull up the lyrics. It's 555. Muy bien. Why'd you say my whole name?
I don't know.
What's your favorite idea?
Mine is being creative.
How did the idea?
You just
try to
think creatively.
Now when you look at this orange, tell me please, what do you see?
It's just a boring old orange.
Maybe to you,
But not to me.
I see a silly face looking around, smiling at me. I don't see what you mean.
could you not think
Looking creatively.
take a look
Look at my hair. I use my hair to express myself. I use my hair to express myself.
now? When you stare at the clouds in the sky, don't you find it exciting? Come on, take another look.
Hi, baby. I love you. I love you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Good. If you want to help, you can. But you don't have to.
What would you like help with?
I need to fry these beans and heat up some tortillas.
My name is Taylor Rohr, and this is a vlog takeover. Welcome to Sarah's channel. I'm your special guest. This is our cabin in the woods. We're in the woods in Panama. I just had to beg Sarah to cook food because I'm literally losing my cognitive abilities. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. Love you.
It's so easy dating a girl who lives in a van and looks like a squirrel. It's so easy dating a girl and not a man. 'Cause I'm not a fan. Me and this girl, we have lovers quarrel. That just went so perfectly. We have lovers quarrel. Me and this girl have lovers quarrel. And when we go dancing, make her twirl. I love you, Sarah Yak. You have a nice bag. I like your rack. Okay. No, I hate that.
How did this happen,
Taylor, what the fuck? How did you catch him?
His name is Freddie.
Of course you named him. And why?
And why? You don't want me to put him down in your bed?
I would rather that happen, but he's very cute, Freddie. How did you catch him?
He was just on the ground.
He's so cute. I think he's a little scared.
Yeah, I think he's expanding.
Oh, maybe. I don't want him to explode.
Do they do that?
What?
I don't know, I kind of had that thought. I'm gonna release him back into the wild though.
Okay, do it.
that was
so
crazy.
great.
So basically, a palm tree needs a seed, like every plant. So obviously a coconut is the seed for a palm tree because they sprout coconuts. So when a palm tree is like a little baby and it's still like a sprout, it starts forming this inside. And so if you uproot it and crack it open, then you have sponge coconut instead of coconut water.
What does it taste like? You eat the sponge?
Yeah, do you want me to take a bite of it?
Yeah. Whoa. What did that taste like to you?
Whoa.
It's kind of like fibrous.
It tastes like a sponge.
Yeah.
Like a coconut. It tastes like a coconut.
Like what you would
The
think it
texture
would.
is spongy.
We should have a headlamp.
Should I hold the light?
Yeah.
The difference between intuition and fear. It's important to recognize the difference between intuition and fear. Reliable intuitions convey information in a neutral, unemotional way. They feel right in your gut and are compassionate and affirming. Sometimes, when you experience these intuitions, you may feel detached, as if you're in a theater watching a movie. In contrast, fears have a high emotional charge. They often convey critical messages about old psychological wounds, such as, I am not good enough. Journaling about your top 5 fears will clarify which intuitions to be suspicious of. For instance, you might have a fear of abandonment or being unsuccessful. Another fear some of my patients struggle with is that they're too emotionally damaged to sustain healthy relationships. As I tell them, even if you've been deeply wounded, you can learn to open your heart again. True intuitions will never put you down or enforce destructive attitudes. They always support your best choices and behaviors. Set your intention. I will practice recognizing the difference between my fears and intuitions. I will trust intuitions that encourage my highest good. What are your top 5 highest fears?
Your face just says it all.
That's all it needs to be said.
Yeah. So we biked here like 2 miles from where we're staying.
I just learned how to ride a bike
She just learned how to bike, and
today.
yeah, the roads are like really rocky and muddy. Definitely not beginner roads for somebody who just learned how to bike. So that was rough already. But we got here. It's a beautiful beach. We like had a good time at the beach. Got tossed a little by the waves, but a good time. And then it was kind of our fault. It was definitely our fault. We didn't lock up the bikes, and we really should have.
But we were just so tired after that bike ride. Like
I
we just
know,
ran
we were
straight
really
into the
hot.
ocean.
We were just all done with it. We were like, we want to go in the ocean. Like, yeah. So we went in the ocean. Anyways, when we were done at the beach, we came out, and one of the bikes is gone. So yeah, now we have 2 bikes, 3 people, and we're calling a taxi. So that's what we're waiting for right now. And how are we feeling? Because this is Lily's bike that we
Morale
lost.
is definitely at an all-time low. For me personally.
Yeah.
My back hurts. I feel kind of stupid. There's definitely signs that say to lock your bike up and that the ocean's scary. I knew in my soul that this wasn't in flow, and I felt resistance to coming. I felt resistance to biking. I felt resistance to being in the ocean. And this is just a sign. The jungle's speaking through me, and you should trust your intuition. Listen to the jungle when it speaks through you. Because this is what happens when you don't. Wow. Oh, yeah! Oh my.
Tori's like, no, and she's like, yeah.
I'm eating with my left hand.
These years the shadows grow again. Yes, it weighs me down. The winter winds are in our heads.
Oh my gosh.
Spring will come around. Wait, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna leave you in my lonesome past. So I just wanna know. I just wanna hear you say that there's a chance I'll know you again. My roots reject the medicine. I search for you in dreams. Left you weary and reticent. Yet bursting at the seams. Wait, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna leave you in my lonesome past. So I just wanna know. I just wanna hear you say that there's a chance. Wait, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna leave you in my lonesome past. So I just wanna know.